All right, today we're going to be talking about zero product property. And we'll start this pretty basic. What's 10 times 0?
0.
What's 0 times 1,568?
0.
What's 0 times 3,426,999?
0.
So you're telling me whenever you multiply by 0 that it equals what?
0.
Every time? Every time. So 0 times 1? I don't know. What do you think?
Probably 0.
Probably 0. Marissa and Zach? Thanks. So 0 times anything, it doesn't matter how ugly I make the number. What is it going to equal?
0.
So if I said 57 x cubed y to the third z to the 99th times 0, what is it?
0.
How about what if I said x plus 2 times 0? 0. Every time. Okay. You guys have just pretty much told me that you have a firm understanding of the zero product property. What it says is if we've got two numbers and it equals 0, when we're multiplying, what do one of the numbers have to equal?
0.
0. So if I've got a times b and it equals 0, that means either a is 0 or b is 0. Could it be both of them?
No.
What's 0 times 0?
But I thought that they had to be different. Or else it could have just been 8 times 8.
Oh, going back to the theory there, I see what you're saying. I do. I see what you're saying. And then a would have to equal 0, right? You're right. Okay, so we're going to come up here to this first box in the top left corner. And does this look like undistributing, kind of what we've been doing? We've been factoring out a greatest common factor. Some of your problems will look like this today. They'll already be factored. And you're going to be so very tempted to want to distribute it. If we have equals 0, you don't want it to be distributed. You want it to be in factored form. Okay, because then look what happens. You guys just told me that either A is 0 or B is 0. One of them has to be 0 for this equal 0 thing to be true, right? All right. So you just told me that either x has to equal 0 or
X has to equal
x plus 20 has to equal 0. Is that my A and my B right there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one's already solved. What would x have to be for this to work? 0. Can you solve this one? What would you have to do?
You have to.
And what do you get? You have two answers, 0 and negative 20.
Is that the answer?
That's the answer.
Okay.
That is the answer. So let's look at this one here too. Have you got it in factored form? Yes. I've got A and I have B. Set them both equal to 0. And solve them. That one's pretty rough. This one's a little bit harder. What do I have to do to solve that one?
-2.
Minus 2. My two answers in this one are
0 and negative 2.
0 and negative 2. Do I need to let you catch up on your notes? All right. All right, moving to the right-hand side. This one's a little bit different because I've got parenthesis times parenthesis in this case, right? Previous box, I just had an X in front. But can you see that this would be my A and this would be my B? Some of you will start just doing this in your head, and that's okay. But as we're writing it down and learning about it together, I'll make sure I write it. Either x minus 5 equals 0 or x minus 99 equals 0. What's my solution here? 5. What's my solution here? 99. Two answers. Why do I have these in these curly brackets and these French braces rather than in parentheses.
Because in parentheses, that's more of floating points.
Yeah, if it was in a parenthesis, we would assume it's an ordered pair. You're absolutely right. This means this is the set of answers. Well done. Okay, this one maybe not quite as easy to do in your head, but is it just as easy to set up? 2x minus 3 equals 0. 5x minus 9 equals 0. Solve them both. We can do that. Add 3. 2x equals 3. What do I need to do to get the x alone there?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. So in that case, I have x equals 3/2. Solve the next one. What's my first step? Add 9. Then what? Divide by 5. And just leave them as fractions. There's no reason to convert it to a decimal. Okay, our two answers are 3/2 and 9/5. The fractions are those curly brackets. Yeah, I'm not very good at it either. In fact, I've got a fun meme over there on the wall that I'll show you in a minute. You saw it already?
Or does it have to be like those brackets?
Sorry?
Can you do like parentheses or?
Don't do a parenthesis because that means that'd be something like we graph on the coordinate plane over there.
Would
So-
brackets?
What's that?
Would brackets?
Brackets mean something else that you don't know about yet. That's working on interval notation. So if we ever have more than one answer, tradition is that French brace. Okay? Okay. How does this look different than what we've been doing?
It's already in.
It's not anti-distributed, right? It's not factored. And what was the key point about being able to use the zero product property? Okay, we want it in factored form. And your factoring today is going to be pretty friendly because we're working on the zero product property. That's what I want you to focus on. So I look at this problem. I'm not going to need factoring by grouping, right? It's only two pieces, so I'm going to look and see, is there a greatest common factor? If so, what is it?
It's 2.
2 what?
2x.
What's left behind? This divided by this is x. This divided by this is 2. Now do I have my A and my B? You guys know what I'm going to do? 2x equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. What happens on that one?
Divide by 2.
Okay, what is 0 divided by 2? 0. So x is 0 here. Take away 2,
Negative.
and x is negative 2. Last one. You guys are practically masters with just a little bit more practice. Factor that one. What goes into 3 and 18?
3.
Okay, and I heard the x. Somebody already anticipated my next question. This divided by this is x
Minus 6.
minus 6. There's my A and my B. Set them both equal to 0. 3x equals 0. X minus 6 equals 0. What's my answer there? 3 times what is 0? 0. What minus 6 is 0?
6.
Bam. Pretty sure your homework isn't available yet. Give me just a second. But But you guys are well on your road with zero product property. What's that?
How do you spell forward again?
Yeah, let me think about that.